Well, we're going to continue this discussion, and our next guest has several containers on the crashed cargo ship and is managing shipping diversions for many others. He says the economic impact of the Key Bridge collapse could total $4 billion. Well, Baer joins us now. He's the president and CEO of shipping logistics company OLUSA. Thanks so much for joining us, Alan. So just give us that context. You have some clients' containers on the ship itself.
We do, and let me just first echo the previous speakers, and our condolences and thoughts go out to the families of those involved in this tragedy, as they said. We have several, just to jump onto the logistics side, we have several customers who have cargo on board the ship. We're waiting for more news on that. We have a lot of cargo actually en route into Baltimore. We ship in and out of Baltimore every week. We have cargo sitting on the piers waiting for other vessels that should have come in, but won't now. So we're arranging to pick that up and move it again to some of the ports that will be used, Norfolk, Virginia, New York, Philadelphia, to make sure we get the supply chains up and running as quickly as possible.
How many alternatives are there? And is it we seeing an immediate adjustment in prices for this sort of shipping product, or because there are quite a few alternatives, is it not led to too much of an increase in costs?
I think basically from an ocean freight standpoint, not too much of a change in cost. You really will see that if you're a Baltimore local importer or exporter, and you now need to arrange to pick up your cargo in New York or Norfolk, for example, or Philly, you'll have an increased inland freight. For the folks, let's say in the Ohio Valley, Midwest, they have a number of alternatives. Again, they can rail it into Norfolk, they can rail it into New York. We also see cargo via the Canadian Gateway. They'll go up through Montreal and out to Halifax as well and load ships there. So in that sense, I don't know that we'll see an increase in ocean costs, more domestic freight for those in and around Baltimore.
So when we say in the intro that you think the overall cost, I guess, to the economy could be $4 or $5 billion, what are we talking about there? How do you get to that number? And all things considered, are you suggesting it's actually not that big a number? Things could have been quite a lot worse.
Well, you're looking there at an insurance estimate. So between the ships, the damages, replacement of infrastructure, and things like that, that was a estimate provided by a couple of folks who follow the insurance industry. They had looked at estimates to replace the bridge, and then ship costs, cargo relocation, business interruption. That was the total that they were coming up with at that point.
And then just finally, what about those containers on board? When's your expectation that you might be able to get those off, and when the ship might finally come to shore?
Well, yeah, that's the tricky thing, because as everybody's commented in and around Baltimore, for sure, everybody's anxious to get the port back up and running. And there's somewhat of a snowball effect because right now you can't book any cargo in or out of Baltimore. And that starts to feed on itself because you have ships with 30, 40-day transits. And so you're loading already now for Norfolk and New York. When you look at the pictures, there are some containers that are somewhat dangling or pinned to the ship. So that'll be an engineering feat to pick that up, secure the containers, make sure what you can not allow to fall into the water, which could further exacerbate the issues. And then eventually, our estimate is they have to return the ship to a berth and take that cargo off while they assess the damage that the bow of the ship might have incurred. I know the Army Corps of Engineers is on site, and we're all anxiously awaiting their estimate of all of exactly those things. When can they move the ship? When can they create an opening in the channel and allow maritime traffic to resume?
Alan Baer, thanks so much for joining us. Much appreciated.